So, it's been a week. I went missing for a minute. Like, seriously, I was reported missing. Here is a bit of a story, I guess. This story, like any other, started with a simple goal. That goal being to pick up a desk from Remy's house. Now, Remy lives 2 hours away, and my phone had actually just broken a couple days prior to this. So I thought it'd be a great idea. I'll drive 2 hours in the snow and on these icy roads over to Remy's. Why not? Oh, and I don't have all-season tires. I have summer tires on my car. Not a good idea. I'm sure you could have figured that out. I knew it wasn't a good idea going in, but I decided to do it anyway. So without my phone to use Google Maps like I normally would on my way to Remy's, being 2 hours away, want to make sure I don't get lost, I decided
I'll just write it down, old-fashioned style, pen and paper.
I'll write it down real quick. It'll be fine. So I wrote down like four little notes on what direction I need to go. I mostly followed the main road, but there were a few turns and I knew that. So I wanted to make sure I didn't get lost. So I wrote it down and then I got lost. I had no idea where to go. I missed a turn. So I was just like, okay, fuck it. I'm not going this way. I'll just turn around and go my usual way, which is not the main road. Bad idea. Bad idea. So anyway, I turn around. I go the usual way down this dirt road. And then I start going up because the road I usually take goes up. And then I start noticing there's a lot of ice on this road. I'm like, okay, well, I'm sure the ice won't last too long. I'm sure I'll get past it. So I just keep going and going and going. And then there's a turn up at the top and then it continues to go up. So I was like, okay, I'll just have to make it past this turn. I think that it will probably be clear after that. So I try going up. I try turning and going up and I wasn't going anywhere. I was sliding back. There was no way I was getting my car up there. So after, just a long night, I decided, fuck it. I'm going to turn around, go home, try a different day. So as I'm going down the incline, I decide I'm going to turn my car around, but I didn't stop. I continued to slide and then I slid off the road. Half of my car still on the road, the other half just consumed by snow. So then I spent the next 5 hours trying to get my car unstuck. 5 hours trying to get it unstuck. I got it unstuck for a second, but then immediately got stuck again. So I wait. Good thing I brought some blankets and my Switch because I figured something like this could have happened, and it did happen, of course. Oh, and a side note, I didn't tell anyone what road I was taking or even that I was leaving my apartment. Remy was the only one who knew I was going anywhere, didn't tell anybody else. Because I'm a fucking idiot. Eventually, this guy shows up after 5 hours. I was about ready to just take a nap because I was exhausted. When I say that I was trying to get this unstuck for 5 hours, I mean non-stop, trying to get this fucking car moving. Didn't fucking work. So this guy shows up and he stops because if he moves, then he'll hit my car because the road is still icy. So he's like, "You're stuck." And I'm like, "Yeah, please don't be a cannibal and try to kill me." But he calls up his friend. The friend brings a shovel and some salt. They try to, get my car out. After some trial and error for about half an hour, 45 minutes, we just decided, okay, we'll call a tow truck. No tow trucks wanted to come to that road because they have already gotten some trucks stuck several times before. Good job, me. Picked the perfect road to get stuck on. Good job. So we called the cops, see if they could do anything, and it turned out that Remy got worried. Remy decided to tell everybody else, ask around, hey, is he alive? Do you know where he is? Because, I didn't show up. It was like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive. Didn't show up for 5 hours, so, got worried. And I was reported missing because people thought I was dead. I could only be so lucky. So because I was reported missing, the police called my parents, they called Remy, they told everybody that I was alive and that I was found. A cop showed up shortly after the two guys left, and he hung around for a bit, making sure I didn't die or get hit by a car. And then I see a car pull up behind the cop car. And at first I think it's my dad, but then I'm like, no, those headlights aren't right. And then I see one person step out. And I'm like, no, that's definitely not my dad. I couldn't really make out who it was, but then I saw a shorter person step out next to them. And then I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And the first words I heard were, you dumbass. And I recognized the voice. It was Remy, and I was in a lot of trouble. I had the fear of God in me. But for real though, Remy and Remy's mom were just happy that I was okay. Everybody was happy that I was okay. Shortly after, my dad and my brother showed up. And, you know, once again, they were happy I was just alive and not very much dead. The police tried having a tow truck come along to help me out, but it just slid right past my car down the incline, and yeah, it couldn't get back up. There was no way it was gonna get us out. So my dad got in my car, my brother and I, we pushed, and eventually we did in fact get my car out. Thank God. I did not want to have to pay for a tow truck if he somehow managed to get a hold of the car. But yeah, that was good. That was good. I didn't owe anybody any money. I then followed Remy back to their place, and that is when I got stuck for a week. I was stuck at Remy's for a week due to the weather. Ice storms day after day after day. The one clear day that we had, the one day I could have gone home, I go out to my car and it turns out the battery died because the glove box somehow opened up and the little light on the inside killed the battery. So after all that, after me getting my car stuck, after me going missing, after that long ass drive, after being stuck for a week at Remy's, my car is still sitting there, dead, with the desk in its trunk. So yeah, moral of the story, don't be like me, don't be stupid, always tell people where you're going, what route you're taking, and get all season tires for your car. Don't be a dumbass, basically. But now that I'm back, videos are going to be back on schedule, 5 days a week, as always, Monday through Friday. Why did this have to happen? I fell so far behind, but it's fine, I'm back on track. I'm just, that was quite the adventure. Just don't be stupid.